Senator Gallego, thank you for sitting down with us. You're on the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee. You're a veteran with a pretty prominent voice, and I know this week you came out and said that you have a lot of concerns with what's going to go on with VA, some of these proposed cuts. You actually have put a hold on all nominees at the Department of Veterans Affairs. Why the reason for that? What do you think that's going to do here?
Well, look, simple reason, being in the veteran community, talking to friends that I serve with, going back to Arizona, people are afraid, and when I say people, veterans and their families, that these cuts are just arbitrary. They have no clear intention. It's potentially going to harm services to people. And if you want to improve the VA, I think there's ways to do it, but just taking an arbitrary cut out of nowhere and saying that you have to fire 88,000 people without any real plan, how's that going to affect services? How's it going to affect our veterans? And I don't believe it's possible. In Arizona, they just told my VA hospital, the Phoenix VA hospital, they have to get rid of 15% of their workforce by June. This is the Phoenix VA that's had problems in the past because of lack of staffing. And now all of a sudden, they're gonna just start getting rid of 15% of their workforce. And talking to people that use the VA, I actually have used the VA in the past too, talking to current workers, so there is no way they're gonna be able to cut 15% of that staff without it actually affecting veterans. And I'm just not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna try to slow the process as much as possible, so at least we could save a lot of these workers, and more importantly, potentially save veterans' lives.
So VA has said that they want to do a review before they go into some of these cuts, and they're going to look and see where there's efficiency and everything. But they've also announced that number, that 80,000
right. Where did that number
plus
come from? Right.
Yeah. So.
And in Arizona, they just sent out a notice starting in April that they want the Phoenix VA to identify the 15% of the staff that they want to get rid of by June. Where did that review come from? Right. This is real people's lives. Veterans will die. They're going to be lack of services, lack of mental health services. There's so much work we've been doing to turn around the VA. And some 22-year-old Silicon Valley boy is coming up with an idea of what there should be cuts to the VA, has zero concept about the VA.